Hello everyone, this is Persephone Chiara doing her very first modded Let's Play of Mass Effect 3. Now you guys may be wondering, why Mass Effect 3? Why not start with Mass Effect 1 and play through the trilogy as a whole? Well, to be honest, this is my very first Let's Play, and Mass Effect 3 just works best for me. Gameplay-wise, combat-wise. And this way you guys won't have to watch me fail at combat again and again and again. Which also begs the question, why Mass Effect 3 at all? Well, I've loved BioWare games for almost 20 years. I've played them all, and Mass Effect 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I have played it before, so this is not a blind Let's Play. Which means that you don't have to worry about spoiling me, but I would like to ask you to keep the comments spoiler-free. I will also try to keep my commentary spoiler-free regarding Mass Effect 3, though not the same holds true for Mass Effect 1 and 2. So, this is a story-driven game, a character-driven game. We can form relationships, we make decisions, we'll suffer the consequences. This is, in short, everything I love about a game, and more. So, before we head right in, I want to make two shoutouts to my two favorite Let's Players out there on YouTube. Number one being Magic Lorelei, who has been doing wonderful Let's Plays over the last few years, especially of BioWare games, like the Mass Effect trilogy. She's in fact just started her own Mass Effect 3 Let's Play, and I urge you guys to watch it, it's wonderful. Also Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. She has some lovely content on there, wonderful voice, very engaging, so I urge you guys to check out her channel. I'll put a link into the description of this video. Number two is Angel Arts, Hark, whose Let's Plays I've watched over the last few years, and I have enjoyed them all tremendously. He doesn't just play BioWare games either, he also plays the Telltale games like The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead, and he has some awesome content out there that I urge you guys to check out. I will also link to his channel in the description of this video. So, without further ado, let's jump into the game. Alright, new game. Also, I will not be importing my Mass Effect 2 character this way, because that way it will not grab the appearance mods, which leads me back to why this is a modded Let's Play. Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect overall has been very hard to mod, but a group of very talented modders has created wonderful tools that enabled us all to have different hairstyles, different outfits, even some restored content that I will point out as we get to it. So, I've added bits and pieces here and there, I've modified the appearance of my Shep, Katja. So, let's take a look at the girl we'll be playing with. She is an Earthborn, and her reputation is ruthless. I think that's actually a very interesting combination and one that works very well overall. Her class is a Vanguard, because I love biotics, and I love combat using biotic powers. So that's pretty awesome. Let's check out her choices. So, she saved the Rachni Queen in Mass Effect 1, which isn't an entirely altruistic choice. But just because a character is described as ruthless or pragmatic doesn't automatically mean that they're evil or capable of genocide. At least that's what I'd like to believe. She's very well aware of the risk, but she will not exterminate an entire race based on that. Also in Mass Effect 1, we rescued Cayde Alenko on Virmire, which was a very tough choice because I absolutely adore Ashley as well. So, yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons you see at the end of the list, but it was still a very hard choice. Also in Mass Effect 1, we chose to save the Council. Again, maybe a strange decision, coming from a ruthless Shepard. But like I said before, I'd like to think that someone who's ruthless or pragmatic isn't necessarily evil or cruel. They just get the job done, but they are still capable of seeing the bigger picture, and she saved the council for the bigger picture. Now, did that do a lot of good? In Mass Effect 2? Not so much. Maybe it will shape up in Mass Effect 3. In Mass Effect 2, we saved Malin's data, the research data on the genophage cure. Again, not entirely altruistic. She's very aware of the risks of curing the genophage. But it is always good to have a backup plan at the ready. And she also did this because she didn't want all of those poor female Krogans to have suffered, you know, pointlessly. What Malin did was unforgivable. But if there's nothing to show for it, that would have made it even worse, I believe. So, we kept the data as a backup plan, and we'll see where that goes. We also kept Rex alive on Vermeer. Interesting standoff that, but I'm really glad that it worked out. In Mass Effect 2, we chose to rewrite the Geth heretics. I really liked the Geth. I especially enjoyed Legion in Mass Effect 2. So, let's see where that leads as well. And here's something I haven't done before, leaving the collector base to Cerberus. Maybe not the best choice, but it made sense, given her connection to the organization. She didn't have much of a problem with the Elusive Man in 2, so we made that choice and we're going to have to stick with it. Also, we survived the suicide mission with all 12 squad mates, romanced Kaidan before Mass Effect 2, and romanced Thane in Mass Effect 2 itself. Well, that should lead to some interesting conflict. Also, I have played all available DLC for Mass Effect 1 and 2. Excuse me, guys. Apparently I'm not used to speaking so much. Anyway, I'm aware that these DLC lead to some interesting tidbits here and there, so I played them all, and let's see where that goes. I have already prepared a modded save game to get started right away. So, let's jump right into the action and see what happens. I'm excited, guys. This is gonna be great.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Uh-oh.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
Whoa.
God help us all.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try to read this, guys. It's way too fast. And now the fate of the galaxy depends on her. No pressure if you put it that way, right?
Commander.
You're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important.
Sure does. What's going on?
What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Okay.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How
Hey.
you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
Yeah.
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
And I have to say here that Katja and Anderson are very close. They're good friends. She served under him for a long time. But the last 6 months under house arrest were very confining and very frustrating for her. And this whole shilly-shallying over what this threat could be and that they refused to prepare and everything, of course, made everything a lot worse. It's a hard place and a wall and her in the middle. There is really no right choice here. But she is certain, most definitely.
It's the Reapers, and we're not ready for them, not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship.
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word.
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Oh, good. I'm not going in alone. That's something.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Thanks, I'm gonna need it. That's for sure.
Anderson?
Caden!
Shepard.
Caden.
How'd it go in there, Major?
Okay, I think. Hard to know. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Major?
You hadn't heard?
No, I hadn't.
Sorry, Shepard. It's been... well...
Awkward. Very awkward. I mean, those two definitely didn't part on good terms, and I think that's pretty much the last thing she needs, to be reminded of her failed relationship. But, we'll have to deal with this in the next installment of my modded Let's Play of Mass Effect 3. Stay tuned, and I hope to see you then. Have a lovely day, guys.